Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, January 20th, 2023, and giving you our total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Magic vs Pelicans. New Orleans has played quicker on the road this season, averaging just under 100 possessions per road contest. With the, at times, suspect ball handling of the Magic, I expect New Orleans to generate many points from fast breaks. Orlando has been more effective in the paint their last few games, and the Pelicans been a bottom half team in defending the paint this season. Our total pick is over 227.5 points. Orlando also has shown they can generate a healthy amount of points from their second unit as well, with multiple bench players averaging double figures. Lastly, I expect New Orleans to have several second chance points in this game, as they have continued to be strong on the offensive glass. The play is the over, which is 5-1 in the last 6 contests between these two teams. Hawks vs Knicks. The two prior games this season between these two were both granted a total of 233, and both games went under by a large margin. In the first game Atlanta was held to just 89 points. In the second the Knicks just scored 99. New York's shooting has been pretty bad of late, hitting 201 for 459 over their last 5 games. Combined these two teams have averaged 83.6, made field goals in their last 5 games. For the Knicks the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games versus a team with a straight-up winning record, per Covers.com. Our total pick is under 231.5 points. The under is also 5-1 for Atlanta in their last 6 games at home versus a team with a winning road record. 8 of the last 11 meetings between these teams have gone under, and 5 of the last 7. Cavaliers vs Warriors. The under has gone 5-0 in the last 5 meetings between these teams and 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in Cleveland. Over the last 3 meetings the Cleveland defense has held Golden State to an average of just 102 points per game. With the Warriors on the last leg of the 5-game road trip, I really like Cleveland's defense stepping up and holding Golden State's offense down once again. That'll help us greatly with what we want to do here. The Cavs, and more succinctly their defense, has played to 24 unders this season. Our total pick is under 228.5 points. The under is 5-0 in the Warriors' last 5 games versus a team with a winning record. I firmly believe Golden State will be running out of gas in the second half and will be counting down the minutes until they can return home. Mavericks vs Heat. The Heat and Mavericks are in the bottom 3 with respect to pace of play entering this interconference showdown. Both play at a very slow pace, which is not surprising considering Jimmy Butler and Luka Doncic run the show. Both will be in the lineup. Although Dallas served up 130 points to the Hawks and ranked 25th in defensive rating, they are far better than those numbers indicate. They are getting some of their better defenders back, one of them Dorian Finney-Smith, and should be able to put forth a much better effort. Our total pick is under 217.5 points. This will be a classic 90s style basketball game, with increased defensive pressure coming from the Mavericks. Spurs vs Clippers. On Friday night, the Los Angeles Clippers traveled to the AT&T Center for a road matchup with the San Antonio Spurs. The Clippers were blown out 126-103 by the Utah Jazz Wednesday. The Spurs upset the Brooklyn Nets 106-98 on Tuesday. The tip is slated for 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Los Angeles opens as a road favorite. San Antonio ranks 7th in pace heading into this interconference game with the Clippers. They have not been competitive in many games this year, but they do play hard considering they are trotting out a G League lineup. Keldon Johnson is their only reliable scorer, and with Paul George and Kawhi back for this game, the Clippers will put forth a much stronger defensive effort than last game when Utah dropped 126. San Antonio is last in defensive rating, and I expect the Clippers to blow them out and call off the Dogs late. Our total pick is under 231.5 points. For that reason, I like this game to go under in a LA runaway win. Nuggets vs Pacers. The over has hit in 6 of the last 8 games between these two teams. The Pacers have also seen the total go over in 8 of their last 12. Denver has an undeniably elite offense, and Indiana is one of the worst teams at defending against it due to its main tool, the three-pointer. The Nuggets' defense isn't anything to write home about either, ranked in the bottom 10 in opponents' EFG%, shooting efficiency, and shooting percentage. Additionally, the Pacers play at one of the fastest paces in the league, 4th, according to NBA's advanced stats, which will push scoring up even higher. Our total pick is over 239.5 points. These two combined for 241 points when they played earlier this season, and I don't see why they can't eclipse that in round 2. Jazz vs Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have really gone off the boil lately, as they are now on a 4-game losing streak after falling short to the struggling Suns in a 117-112 road loss last night. Kyrie Irving led the team with 30 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Nick Claxton added 20 points with 11 rebounds and 3 assists, while Joe Harris and Seth Curry each scored 16 points. As a team, the Nets shot 52% from the field and 11 of 26 from the three-point line, which are good enough numbers to win most games, but it was all too little, too late, as the Nets were already down by 24 points before they rallying with 38 points in the fourth quarter. With Brooklyn playing 4 games in just 6 days, I like the under in this one, as I expect the Nets to try and slow down the pace. The Nets are 26-17 in hitting the under this season, which is second best in the NBA for hitting the under, and no rest, Brooklyn is 3-4 in hitting the under. Utah, as well, is just 11-11-1 in hitting the under at home, and although the Jazz are known for their offense, against this Nets defense, I do expect Brooklyn to limit Utah's chances. The Jazz play at a pace of 102.7 which ranks 10th, but the Nets are playing at a pace of 100.9, which ranks 20th, and on the back-to-back, I expect the Nets to try and slow this one down. Our total pick is under 228.5 points. In Brooklyn's last 10 games, the games are averaging 219.9 ppg, but in the last 5 games that number drops to 207.6 ppg. I like the Nets to stop Utah's offense a little bit and help the under hit. Kings vs Thunder. We missed that game in our team pick video, so we will cover it here. Both teams have played very well of late, so I'm expecting to see a tight battle down the stretch. If Domantas Sabonis remains on the shelf, the visitors might win outright, so give the Thunder and points. Sabonis is an exceptional rebounder, and his absence would certainly help the Thunder, who have enough firepower to slow down the Kings' prolific offense. Our team pick is Oklahoma City Thunder against the spread. I also love this over as it's 2 very good high-scoring offenses against 2 subpar defenses. This season, Sacramento is 21-21-1 in hitting the over, while OKC is 27-18. But, at home, the Kings are 15-7-1 in hitting the over, and on the road, the Thunder are 12-10. As well, Sacramento is currently playing at a pace 102.4, which ranks 12th, while ranking 3rd in offensive efficiency and 24th in defensive efficiency. OKC, meanwhile, is playing at a pace of 104, which ranks 4th. As well, in Sacramento's last 10 games, the games are averaging 244.4 ppg, while the Thunder's last 10 games are averaging 233.5 ppg. Our total pick is over. This should be a fast-paced game full of scoring between 2 solid offenses. Lakers vs Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies pay a visit to the Los Angeles Lakers at the Crypto.com Arena on Friday night. The Memphis Grizzlies have been on fire as they've reeled off 11 wins in a row, and they will be looking to stay hot after outlasting the Cavaliers in a 115-114 home win on Wednesday. Desmond Bane led the team with 25 points, Ja Morant added 24 points with 8 assists, while Santi Aldama chipped in with 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting off the bench. As a team, the Grizzlies shot 45% from the field and 11 of 34 from the three-point line, as they squandered a 19-point lead after dominating the first half, before they rallied late and stole the game on a tip-in from Steven Adams to take the lead with just 16 seconds remaining. The over has hit in 8 straight games for Memphis. 2 of these have hit over with totals over 240 or more. The under has hit in 4 of the last 5 games for the Lakers. The last 5 games that the total has been set at 240 or more, the over is 3-2. The Lakers' poor defense will get Memphis over 120 easily. Now, can the Lakers do enough against a strong defense to take the over? I believe so. Our total pick is over 243.5 points. The over is 8-0 in the Grizzlies' last 8 overall. The over is 10-2 in the Lakers' last 12 games following an against the spread loss.